Hi everyone, my name is Martin and I'm IT consultant and Agile coach. Today we will talk about Scrum. What if I told you that there is a way to work smarter, not harder? A method that helps team deliver faster, adapt to the change and stay motivated? Sounds too good to be true? Well, that's exactly what Scrum does. Scrum works for both small and larger projects. You can use it when you are working on side project with friends or when managing a big corporate initiative with dozens of people. It scales based on the needs of the team and the complexity of the work. Whether you are building the next big tech product or just organizing a team event, Scrum helps keep things structured and efficient. Let's move to the presentation, where I will help you understand Scrum better. But at the beginning, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons so you don't miss any new content. Let's jump in. Let's focus on Scrum as its core and get to know Scrum values. Commitment. Everyone in the team is dedicated to achieving the sprint goal and delivering value. Sprint goal is shared objective for the sprint and keeps everyone aligned. Purpose is to actively contributing and taking ownership of tasks. Focus. Work is structured so the team can fully concentrate on the current sprint and its objectives. Distractions and multitasking are minimized, helping the team achieve real progress. Openness. Transparency is key. Team members openly discuss progress, challenges, and ideas. Problems are not hidden but addressed collectively to improve workflows. Respect. Every member of the team is valued, and contributions are appreciated. Each person's skills, perspective, and efforts are essential to achieving success. Courage. Teams take on challenges, experiment, and make decisions without fear of failure. Trying new things and stepping out of comfort zones is encouraged in Scrum, as it leads to continuous improvement. Scrum is all about learning as you go. Instead of making one big plan and hoping for the best, you can take small steps, check how things are going, and adjust as needed. Think of it like driving with GPS. You make turns based on real-time traffic instead of sticking to the fixed road that might lead you into a traffic jam. Scrum is based on empiricism. Decisions come from observation, experience, and experimentation rather than rigid planning. Teams regularly inspect progress, adapt to real needs, and follow lean principles by reducing waste, optimizing workflows, and focusing on what truly matters. Scrum, known for its empirical process framework, revolves around three core pillars: transparency, inspection, and adaptation. Transparency. Everyone needs to see what's happening. Imagine a task board where you can track who's working on what, what's completed, and what's causing delays. Transparency ensures that all team members and stakeholders have access to the same information, reducing misunderstanding and improving decision making. Examples? The sprint backlog, which clearly shows what the team plans to accomplish, and definition of done, which ensures everyone knows when a task is truly finished. Transparency also happens in daily scrums, where the team shares progress and challenges openly, helping them stay aligned and solve problems quickly. Inspection. The team regularly checks progress like a pit crew in the race, making sure nothing is slowing them down. This happens during daily scrums where team members sync up and identify blockers, during sprint review where they present their work and gather feedback, and during retrospectives where they analyze what went well and what could be improved. Adaptation. If something isn't working, the team adjusts instead of sticking to the failing plan. The retrospective is a dedicated moment for reflection and continuous improvement. But adaptation also happens in real time. If some functionalities lost sense due to new information, the team collaborates with the product owner to adjust priorities. The ability to adapt quickly is what makes Scrum so effective in fast-changing environments. It is important to remember that inspection without transparency is pointless. Likewise, adaptation without inspection. Only by relying on real data, our teams can work more effectively, continuously improve, and deliver better results. Let's move to the Scrum team. Forget the traditional boss-employee structure. Scrum teams are more like bands, where everyone has a role but no person dictates everything. Here's how it's break down. Scrum Master, the coach and guide. They help the team follow Scrum, clear impediments if the team is not able to manage with problems by themselves, and keeps things running smoothly. Think of them as the team personal trainer. Product owner, the visionary. They prioritize what's the most important to work on, ensuring the team builds things that actually matter. They act as a bridge between stakeholders and the development team. Developers, the doers. They make things happen, writing code, designing, testing, or whatever needs to be done to create something valuable. Developers in Scrum are cross-functional, meaning they have a variety of skills to complete the work efficiently. Scrum teams are self-managing, meaning they decide together how to accomplish their work rather than waiting for instructions from someone. Okay, now let's discuss the Scrum cycle focusing on Scrum events. Scrum runs in short cycles called sprints, which last 1 to 4 weeks. Think of them as short, structured work periods where the team focuses on completing specific goal. Here's what happens in the sprint. Sprint planning. The team selects work from the product backlog and moves it into the sprint backlog, which is a list of tasks or user stories that the team plans to complete during the sprint. They break these backlog items into small, actionable tasks. The backlog should be refined beforehand to ensure the highest priority items are ready for selection. The team also establishes the sprint goal, which defines what they aim to achieve at the end of the sprint. Duration is up to 8 hours for the 1-month sprint, less for shorter sprints. This is where transparency starts, as the whole team understands the work ahead. Daily Scrum. A short, focused check-in to ensure everyone is aligned and any obstacles are addressed. Duration is up to 15 minutes per day. This is a daily inspection and adaptation moment, ensuring progress stays on track. Sprint Review. At the end of the sprint, the team demonstrates completed work and gathers feedback from stakeholders. This can lead to adjustment in the product backlog and future priorities. Duration is up to 4 hours for 1-month sprint, less for shorter sprints. This is another inspection opportunity where stakeholders provide insights that might influence upcoming work. Based on their feedback, the team may need to modify functionalities or adjust tasks to better align with stakeholder expectations and project goals. Sprint Retrospective. The team reflects on what went well and what can improve. This fuels continuous growth. Duration is up to 3 hours for 1-month sprint, less for shorter sprints. This is where adaptation is key, as the team identifies better ways to work in the next sprints. It's worth adding that there is another important activity, backlog refinement. Although not considered as a formal Scrum event, backlog refinement is an important ongoing activity. The team regularly reviews and updates the product backlog, ensuring the upcoming work is well understood and properly prioritized. This helps prevent surprises during sprint planning and keeps the work smooth. Scrum artifacts. Scrum has three main artifacts, each with a key commitment. Product Backlog, a list of everything that might be needed in the product. The commitment for the product backlog is the product goal, which provides long-term direction and ensures that all backlog items contribute in the overall vision of the product. Sprint Backlog, the selected items for the sprint, along with the plan to complete them. The commitment for the sprint backlog is the sprint goal, which gives the team a shared objective for the sprint and keeps everyone aligned. Increment, the completed work that meets the definition of done. The commitment for the increment is the definition of done, which set the quality standard for all completed work must meet to be considered finished and potentially releasable. Each of these artifacts ensures that work remains transparent, inspectable, and adaptable throughout the process. Finally, let's check quickly popular Scrum metrics. Scrum teams often use metrics to track progress, improve performance, and make data-driven decisions. These metrics provide insights into productivity, efficiency, and areas that may need improvement. Some key metrics include: velocity measures how much work a team completes in the sprint, typically calculated in story points. Completed backlog items are done tasks regarding original estimate. This helps with future sprint planning by setting realistic expectations based on past performance. Sprint burndown shows remaining work during a sprint, providing insight into progress and whether the team is on track to complete their commitments. A steady decline indicates smooth progress, while flat or increasing lines may signal obstacles. Cumulative flow diagram visualize workflow efficiency by showing how tasks move through different stages, for example, to do, in progress, done. A growing backlog in any stage may indicate bottlenecks that need to be addressed. Of course, there are more important metrics, but we will focus on these in other videos. By regularly reviewing metrics, Scrum teams can inspect their performance, spot inefficiencies, and adapt their processes for continuous improvement, ultimately delivering high-quality products more efficiently. I think that would be it, so let's go to the final thoughts. As you can observe, Scrum isn't just a process, it's a smarter way of work. It helps teams break big problems into small, manageable items, stay flexible, and keeps improving. Whether you are building software, running a marketing campaign, or planning an event, Scrum keeps things on track while letting you adapt as needed. At its core, Scrum is about teamwork, learning, and delivering real value. When teams embrace it fully, the results speak for themselves. Alright, that's a wrap. Do not forget to subscribe this channel. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about Scrum, or what do you think about Scrum, or which topics interest you. I would be happy to record additional video that explain this. See you in the next one, folks.